Hello and welcome. I just watched episode 5 of My Happy Marriage, Watashi no Shiawase na Kekkon, and this stuff sure happened. I knew stuff was gonna go down as soon as the camera just sat on the amulet, not in Miyo's bag, not in the bag that Miyo was carrying around today. And I knew things were going to get bad when Koji's dad and Kaya were meeting to talk about trying to have them switch fiancés, or at least some way to get Miyo back in his grasp. Like, this guy is so horrible. Yeah, I feel extra bad for Koji. He's got a shitty dad and he's got a shitty fiancé. Oh, man, and you know, this stuff just makes me hate Kaya even more. Like, she is so determined to be happier than Miyo that she's willing to do horrible things. She's willing to basically make herself miserable just to hopefully make Miyo more miserable. She's willing to marry Koji, a guy she does not like or love or care for, it seems, just so Miyo could possibly be miserable with a horrible dude. Man, she's gotta do less worrying about how well or bad Miyo is off and worry about herself, man. Like, she's just letting herself get played like a fiddle by Koji's dad and her own family. Yeah, so fuck Kaya, fuck Koji's dad, fuck Miyo's dad. I hate basically everyone in the show except for, of course, I still don't know his first name. Kudo, Yurie, Koji, he still seems alright. Koji's older brother seems alright too. I do wonder what his take on everything is, because in theory, if Koji's dad's machinations come to fruition, then the poor guy is gonna end up with Miyo, and how does he feel about that? How does he feel about also being a puppet to his father's goal of improving the family, keeping it alive somehow by doing all this? Again, I'm just caught with, so if Miyo was supposed to end up marrying into Koji's family in the first place, why did Miyo's dad send her to Kudo? Did he just count on it so much that she was going to piss Kudo off somehow and get thrown out of the house? Is that really the reason? And to think that Koji's dad was just fine with how they treated Miyo at her family home because it isolates her and it made her cut off from basically any other marriage partner. Like, man, that's really messed up. Apparently, up until now, I did not really realize that it was Koji's dad who was mad about not having Miyo brought into his family. To be fair, it's my first time watching through the show. It took me a rewatch to understand a lot of things, and to be fair, when I first watched the first episode, I wasn't in the most sober frame of mind, we'll put it that way. I'm so glad that Koji and Kudo seem like they're going to be working together to get Miyo back, and it seems that Koji isn't, like, at this point, he's not certain that Miyo does not want to marry Kudo. Or at least he doesn't seem like he's mixing saving Miyo with, oh, and then I have to get her away from Kudo somehow. I hope that Koji understands that she wants to be with that guy now, and that's her happiness. But we'll have to see. First, they've got to rescue Miyo. I read the Netflix description spoiler for the next episode. Kinda wish I didn't, but wandering eyes will wander. Of course, something like this, I knew something like this, maybe not to this degree, I knew something was going to happen to where Kaio and her family would get involved somehow to try to dissuade Miyo from running towards her happiness. I'm just waiting for things to come out right in the end, because they were so cute together, they've been so cute together, they deserve each other. I think the cicadas are telling me it's time to wrap up this video, so thank you very much for tuning in, and until next week. It's gonna be intense.